What's up, Lashinistas? Welcome to the show. This is the LivBay podcast, where we talk about the ever-growing eyelash business. If this is your first time listening to our show, welcome. This podcast is dedicated to helping you grow as a lash artist and or lash business owner. So whether you work for yourself or someone else, this podcast is for you.
Sorry, I had to take that sip. Hey guys, this is Mike and Shauna Jones. We are the owners of LivBay Lash. Our heart is to share with you our uphill battle in this lash industry and to show you what started out of a tiny bedroom in our house, extremely broke, has turned into an 8-figure company. We are here to encourage you during your lash journey and to give you guys a real raw version of what things really like. Yeah.
Today's episode, we're going to be talking about the difference between certified and licensed. So we see this a lot in the lash tea, and a lot of places people are like, hey, I got certified, but why can't I do lashes?
Yeah, this was actually stemmed from yesterday. There was like these 2 haters in our lash group, and they kept trying to post this thing that was like, oh, you're trying to collect deposits, but you're not even like a licensed lash tech. You're only certified. And it was just a bra match. So I thought this would be
a great topic.
Yeah.
Before we jump into that, we got a few classes coming up. So we're going to be in San Diego, November 16th, Las Vegas, November 16th, Denver, December 7th, Phoenix, December 14th, Las Vegas again, December 14th, Houston, January 4th, Tampa, January 11th, Atlanta, January 18th, and Nashville, January 25th.
Yes.
Shauna and I may or may not be at that one.
Nashville. I know we love Nashville. Just keep in mind with all of our classes, they are 5-day. If you already know Classic, you can take the volume and mega portion, which is Wednesday through Friday, $1,000. The 5-day, $1,600. PayPal financing is offered with all of our classes. And we do have our amazing VR classes, which is great, especially, now that we're in COVID season again. It's still an amazing opportunity. And I think with the VR class, which people don't understand, is you can really get in and see a lot.
VR is virtual reality, in case you're wondering.
VR is virtual reality. And if you already have VR glasses, it is a $200 discount, but it's amazing. And with every single class, you get a lot of mentorship and after support after the class through Mike and I and your trainers.
Yep. And then we also have our online memberships. You can sign up at livbaycourses.com.
Yes. Online membership, you get 2 free full tutorials per month. You get 20% off our products. Mike and I go live twice a month, so it's like a mastermind meeting. You have access to a customer service line and Mike and I. So any questions you need answered ASAP, we're here for you. And what am I missing? Free gift a month.
20% off products.
20% off products. $99 a month. You can cancel anytime. LivBayCourses.com.
Bam, there it is. All right, cool. So jumping into the episode. So we get this question a lot. So what are the differences between being certified and being licensed?
Yes.
Take it away, Shauna Bear.
Shauna Bear. You used to call me Almanize all the time. You don't.
Take it away, Almanize.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so.
Because they've been bloodshot, angry eyes.
That's true. So there is a difference. So I just want to set this clear as well because, we have been working with State Board here in Las Vegas. We're kind of on their good side right now, but just a lot of great information that we want to give you, especially because I hate to say it, and this is nothing against Nevada State Board because we love them. But if you have any questions in regards to licensing, certifications, credentials, any of that kind of stuff, contact your state board. But I don't recommend just contacting them once. I recommend contacting them multiple times because in regards to eyelash extensions, they do not know how to, what's the word? They don't know how to, they're basically.
They don't have a category for it.
They don't have a category. So they're, in Texas, there is a category. So you can get like a specialty license, which I believe is like 320 hours.
You don't have to have your esthetician or cosmetology.
You don't have to have your esthetician or cosmetology license. And then you can take that and you can legally do lash extensions. There's only about like 4 or 5 states, I believe, that they don't have any type of requirements. So you don't have to have an esthetician or cosmetology license to do lashes in those states. We'll be sure to mark those as well so everybody knows, but they are changing. I would love to change laws, and we have spoken to our attorney about this in regards to Nevada about getting a specialty license because I have a very strong opinion about licensing, although many people who went to school and spent 13 to 20 grand to get an esthetician or Cosmo that now do lashes get very irritated when I bring up my opinion. This is my show, not yours, so I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm being sassy. But we just want to make make sure that moving forward, like if lashes is something you're interested in, don't just go take a class, because legally, in most states, you can't teach unless you are teaching to a licensed esthetician or cosmetology.
So it is here in Nevada. It's got to be in a salon. It can't be just a random place.
It has to be a salon, a state board approved salon. And for Nevada, you cannot train someone who lives in Alaska. They have to have an esthetician or cosmetology license with Nevada for you to teach them how to do lashes.
Out of a salon. Yeah, it's fun. It's funny because like people are always like, "Will this course certify me?" Yes, just like if you took a microblading course, just like you took it, you will be certified because you've been taught and trained. And if you take one of our courses, they're 5 days. We teach you everything. You know, every asset of it, like every how to market, how to take photo editing, how to do just and. So it's kind of like business in a box, but that's it. You're just certified. So if you live in a state where it's required to have an esthetician or cosmetology license and you don't have one, and you have been certified by somebody,
you can't take our class.
Yeah, you can't take. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like if we were doing this class in Texas or if we were doing this class in Florida, it goes by what the state's laws are. Keep in mind there are 5 or 6 states out there that don't require an esthetician or cosmetology license to do lashes. The whole country of Canada does not require that either. So I'm just saying, like it's not a one size fits all. But a lot of people get that misconception. They got certified, learn how to do it, but they can't legally do it in their particular state unless they have that esthetician or cosmetology license.
Yeah. And, just my take on it, because we had someone try and post in our Facebook group, like something like, oh, yeah, I said this, but like, yeah, so you're charging for a deposit, but you're just certified. You're not even like a licensed esthetician or cosmetologist. And everybody was going ham. And it's like everybody, that was like, ha, 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 that's so funny. That's true, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, they blew their wad on like 13 to 20 grand esthetician or Cosmo. They're more mad that they spent money to go to school just to learn lashes, where in any beauty school, okay, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, 95% of beauty schools that you're spending and you're dropping 13 to 21 or 24 grand on, they don't touch base on lash extensions like they should. It's like one day, or if you want to, you have to pay more. And then they have someone come in and they'll teach you like clusters. It's a shit show. So, okay, you're mad that like, someone's telling you like, oh, you have to have a license, and that person went, spend all that money. But let's ask that person like, okay, well, did you pay extra? Because your Instagram handle says that you're 3 times certified. But if you spent $20,000 on esthetician or Cosmo and you're looking down on unlicensed people, why did you have to go get certified 3 other times by 3 different companies and spend $2 grand per training course? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. I think also I think there's 2 schools of thought. You can look at it both ways. Like, are they bitter? They spent all that money in esthetician or cosmetology school. Yeah, 100%. Especially if they want to do lashes. And we've talked to every school here in town. I think G-Skin's the only one we've never actually talked to, but we've talked to Aveda. We've talked to
Euphoria.
We've toured. We've tried to work out deals with them. For us to come in and teach and sell our products. And here's the thing, like they know we're the best. I mean, pretty much unless you live on a rock, I'd say we've got a pretty strong presence in the eyelash industry. And, our course isn't, a lot of people still do a 1-day course out there, which I think is garbage, because how much can you learn in 1 day? You know what I mean? Even if you took a 14 or 28 hour course, you know what I mean? It's still going to be information overload. You're going to need a break. You're only going to retain 6 to 8% of it unless you've got it all recorded and took perfect notes and review and go back through it. So that's why we break ours down into so many days. We spoon feed you a little bit, come back, review, spoon feed you a little bit, come back, review. And it's always just review, new stuff, review, you know what I mean? And we teach her that course at the time. If you went to school, and let's say that school, and I've seen the local schools here in town are even sending people to take our course to learn how to do it so they can come back and teach in their school. If you spent that money, I understand why you're frustrated and you're mad that some girl in your town who just spent $1,000 or $1,500 to take a class and get certified is taking all your clients now because
it's not funny, but it's true. We totally understand it from both sides.
I see it from both sides. My suggestion is to move to North Dakota where you can do lashes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Listen, at the end of the day, you got to follow whatever the state's guidelines are, because there's a flip side to this. if you're certified, but you don't have an esthetician or cosmetology license and you go against the grain with the state board, they will come after you. They will find you. Somebody will report you.
Yeah.
You may think, hey, I'm doing good. I'm making money. And I've got clients. What you don't realize is the second you start stealing somebody else's clients and their pocketbook is hurting and they're not making money, they're going to find out who it is that's their clients are going to. They're going to look you up. Girls are the best investigators on the planet. I don't care what anybody says. Every woman should work for the FBI. They're going to find out where their clients are going. Then they're going to look up and see you don't have a license and you got a bullseye on your back. And next thing you know, the state board is going to come find you and they can shut you down.
Yeah, for sure. And also you do want to keep in mind too, because I do see flip sides. Like I totally do. Like I understand one way because there's people that I know that never went to beauty school that I would put up against a master lash artist, who went to Aveda. Like I see it both ways. Like, and I see how people who spend all that money and like they're going, by the law and everything. Like I understand how they can be bitter. I see both sides 100%. But I totally forgot what I was going to say.
It's okay. It was a great point.
Oh my gosh.
We all felt it.
It was so good. It was so good.
Really?
Oh, this is what I was going to say.
Sean had ecstasy for breakfast.
Mom of the year. Yeah, I slipped to Molly.
Mommy made you the best pancakes ever.
I was going to say insurance wise, you know what I mean? Like if you're not properly licensed, you're not going to be properly insured.
Ooh.
So that means if you, like stab someone in the cheek or, someone
glue their eye shut
or whatever, and you're not properly licensed, that can turn into like a huge liability. So I see it both ways, but I have learned in this business and in life not to be judgmental. You don't know like the single mom who's just trying to like sling lashes as a side hustle and make grocery money, right? Like I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to judge that. You know what I mean? And I see it from the other person who
permanently laid off from COVID.
Yeah, or whatever. Like, and they have a handful of clients, and then I do understand like the esthetician who went to Aveda and blew $24,000 and hated hair and is now doing lashes and they had to pay $3,000 for a lash course and now they're doing lashes and they're losing all of their clients to Betty who has no license. I get both ways, but you can't be judgmental in this business. You know what I mean? And you also, just because I was viewing the comments in that thread before I deleted it, is, first of all, the Lash T, our group, is a support group. It's not like the Lash Police. And I think there's a way to speak to people. Like, I wish I could just hold like a class on manners. Are you awake?
I am. I'm listening.
Okay. But like there's a way to speak to people, especially being in this industry. Like your job is to like empower women, make them feel beautiful. And sometimes the things that I hear and the way I hear other artists speak to one another questions their business and like, what are you even doing in this industry?
Yeah. Mike Tyson said it best. He's like, social media made y'all way too comfortable saying some mean stuff or saying some messed up stuff to people on the internet.
Yeah.
Because he's 100% right. What would you do if Mike Tyson just like, ding dong, are you Steven 2424 at Yahoo? You're the one that says I talk with a lift. Pop. You know what I mean? Just like rapist, say some mean stuff.
Yeah, I know. I mean, people are awful, but it's like, it's just
social
crazy.
Media gave everybody some internet balls.
Yeah, but
you'd never have the balls to say to someone in real life.
For sure. And I just feel like, you just have to kind of watch yourself because it's really easy to judge people and to judge their situation and what they're doing and talk bad upon that. But half the time you guys don't realize like in depth what's really going on. And there's a lot of people, especially now, and I say this all the time, but like they're suffering, they're going through it. So when you're like pointing jabs and like, talking people down while trying to raise yourself up, all because of like, them being certified. And some people get certified with companies and they don't even know that they have to be an esthetician or cosmetologist.
Yeah.
Some people just don't know.
Here's the other thing. This is what Sean and I always said back in the day. Like for the people that want to learn lashes and don't have an esthetician or cosmetology license, imagine this. Imagine you pay for a course, you take it, and your eyesight isn't good, your depth perception isn't good, you can't lash good, whatever the case may be, and you just hate it. What if they would have gone to school first and spent $25,000 because they only wanted to be a lash artist? They didn't want to do hair, They didn't want to wax, they didn't want to do anything else. So they spent all that money. Then they took their lash course and they're like, I hate eyelash extensions. Yeah. Why did I just waste $35,000?
Yeah.
So I always think it's fair before you judge to at least let them have a trial run at it to see if they like it. It's like when you're growing up as a kid and your parents are like, you're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a lawyer. You're going to be a nurse. You're like, oh, I am. I don't like blood. Shut up. You're going to be a nurse. That's the way you're going, and you're going to college. Why? Because that's what we were taught, and that's why you have to go to college. Well, isn't there another way? What about a skilled trade? No, those are vagrants. You're going to college. And you're like, okay. So the kid goes to college, redeclares his major 14 times, majors in mixology, and becomes the best beer drinker known to the history of man, gets the title of Debbie Do Anything, right? And then all of a sudden they're stuck with student loan and they're working at Starbucks. Like, you got to let people have a trial run or a chance. I'm not condoning doing them illegally. I'm not going to, I mean, listen, that's not what we're here for. This isn't a lesson in morality. I'm just saying, like, at least let that person try it, like, just to see if they like it before, because they may get certified, find out they love it, and go do it the right way.
And so many people have done that.
And go to school. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that happen. Girls will text us and be like, hey, you guys inspired us, and my friend showed me how to do lashes. I fell in love with it. I was doing my girlfriend's on the side out of the house, and I went and took a class at Evader. I went and took a class. We should
get a portion of that.
We should.
For real.
We should just open our own beauty school.
Yeah. State board?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, state board. I think they think that's a great idea, Shauna. I'll answer on behalf of them. Yes.
And just last thing I'll say is, obviously we have, a YouTube channel. So when people are making comments like, I'm thinking about taking a course. Should I do that or should I watch YouTube? You'll be surprised how many people get a lot of information and a lot of value from our YouTube. I'm not condoning to watch our YouTube and just say you're a lash technician, but when I go back and I watch like all of our YouTubes to try and get like new ideas and stuff like that, I'm like, God, I just wish that in 2011 there was like a YouTube channel like ours now, because I would have learned so much. And I think that instead of bashing others for even bringing up YouTube and like learning from YouTube, you should just watch your mouth, because there's so much value in YouTube. And I'm not saying, watch YouTube and then call yourself a lash artist, but
I'm a chef now. I got some killer recipes.
Yeah, but I mean, YouTube is pretty valuable. And like, if you can learn about the business side as well, like we teach, and you're, taking your class and going to school as well, to get your license properly and do it the right way, there's a ton of value. So don't talk bad on that. I see that all the time too. And it's like so rude. It's like, good episode. Good job, babe. I think that's all we have for you guys today.
You feel good vending?
Yeah. Well, it's just because, you know what? People don't see what I see as a business owner and all our entities and running the Facebook groups and dealing with clients still and dealing with lash artists and just seeing like people's true colors sometimes. It's like, oh my gosh.
One day we're going to ride off into the sunset with our kids, delete our social media.
Yeah.
Turn our phones off. We can be contacted by CB radio.
I can't wait.
And you guys will miss us.
You'll miss Mike's pink shirt.
You'll miss my pink shirt.
All right,
I'm going to tie a little ball next time.
Oh my
I'm like, hey, I'm going to talk about lashes.
All right, that's it.
All right, that's all we got.
Join the Lash Tea. No bullying.
Yeah.
I'll delete that shit real quick.
Also, if we haven't done so, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the podcast. Until then, we will see you next episode. Thank you.